We all know that the PlayStation 4 is not just a gaming console, it's a legendary treasure chest of entertainment, and let's be realistic, why wouldn't it be? If you have ever owned a PS4, you know how amazing it felt to hold that sleek controller sitting on the edge of your seat as you fought your way through epic battles and emotionally charged stories. There are thousands of electrifying games on the PS4 that you can easily lose yourself in, but if you ask me, there are a select few that stand above the rest. These exclusive titles are the cream of the crop, and no other console can hold a candle to them, cause they don't. And now in 2024, these games are still as close to our hearts as they were the day they first launched. So without making this even more dramatic than it already is, let's take a look at some of the best PS4 games of all time. So if you're the kind of person who thrives on hard-pounding, adrenaline-fueled gaming experiences, then the Resident Evil series is just for you. But for those who bite their nails down to the nub at the thought of facing a horde of mutated creatures, then these games might not be for you. What we have on the table are two titles from this iconic horror franchise, Resident Evil 2 2019 and Resident Evil 4 2023. The Resident Evil 2 remake is a testament to how a classic game can be brought back to life, while Resident Evil 4 takes us on a completely new yet terrifying journey. Honestly, I really enjoyed Resident Evil 4 and the new perspective it brought to the franchise, but I also appreciate how well they stayed true to the roots of the series with the RE2 remake. If you're a fan of survival horror games, then make sure to add these two titles to your PS4 must-play list. Now moving on, I gotta say Rockstar is the goldmine of open-world games, and we can all agree with that without a doubt. Be it the Grand Theft Auto series or the Red Dead Redemption saga, they never fail to amaze us with their attention to detail and gripping stories, and in 2018, Rockstar released their magnum opus, Red Dead Redemption 2. This game is not just a so-called sequel to the original game, but a masterpiece of its own. If you ask me, RDR2 it's not just a game, it's an experience. The world of Red Dead Redemption 2 is so meticulously crafted that it feels alive, from the dynamic weather system to the ecology of flora and fauna, and I love flowers, weird fact. Moving on, every single detail is accounted for. For PS4 players, it's a must-play game, and for those who haven't tried it yet, you're missing out on something truly remarkable, something that will make you laugh, cry, and feel like a part of the Wild West. Next up, we have the most outstanding axe-swinging, god-slaying masterpieces of all time, God of War 2018. Gosh, I love talking like that guy. Now, let me tell you, the older God of War games were like fine wine, but this 28 edition, woo-wee, it's like a perfectly aged bottle of scotch that you just can't put down. You gotta sip on it and really enjoy it. The story of this game is nothing but a pure masterpiece. It's the perfect blend of emotion, action, and mythology. In this version, we see a more mature and reflective Kratos than we have ever seen before. He is now a father trying to navigate and protect his son Atreus in the harsh Norse world. But as the saying goes, old habits die hard, and Kratos is still the same bloodthirsty warrior we all know and love. While God of War Ragnarok 2022 also gives us an exciting continuation of the story, the 2018 game will always hold a special place in our hearts. So grab your PS4, turn up the volume, and let yourself be immersed in the epic and powerful world of God of War 2018. Now, if you ask any PlayStation 4 owner about their favorite game, then you probably will hear The Last of Us Part 2. Not because this game is too addictive, but because it's a superbly crafted title that deserves all the praise. The Last of Us Part 1 has already made a gigantic impact in the gaming industry, and its sequel has not disappointed either. This 2020 version is far better than its predecessor in terms of graphics, sound, and AI. The story is also much more compelling, and the horror elements are on point. You will get completely immersed in the post-pandemic world of The Last of Us Part 2, and every encounter feels like a battle for survival. If you're like me, who easily gets scared while playing horror games, then be prepared to have your heart racing with every step you take in this game. And also, side note, don't drink 5 Red Bull when you do, because you might not survive. Now moving on, if you guys are diehard fans of the Marvel Universe, then I'm sure you've already played Marvel's Spider-Man 2018. While the latest installment in the series, Marvel's Spider-Man 2 2023 and its spin-off, Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales 2020, are also hard-pounding and action-packed, the 2018 release takes an edge due to its extraordinary storytelling and gameplay mechanics. The graphics are so realistic that you almost feel like you're swinging through the streets of New York City as Spider-Man himself. The combat system is smooth and satisfying. It wouldn't be an exaggeration to say that it's the best we've seen in any superhero game so far. Well, I mean, to be fair, after Batman Arkham Knight, Marvel's Spider-Man 2018 is the next big thing in the world of superhero games. Personally, I believe that Bloodborne 2015 is one of the best exclusive games for the PS4. This brutally difficult, immensely terrifying action horror game will not only push your skills as a gamer to the limit, but will also leave you in awe of its morbidly beautiful atmosphere and intricate storytelling. The world of Bloodborne is filled with nightmarish beasts, twisted architecture, and a looming sense of suspicion that will keep you on the edge of your gaming seat. So people, don't be a coward, grab your weapons and delve into the nightmare that is Yarnum. But be warned, once you enter the Bloodborne's world, there's no turning back. I'm just kidding. But seriously, don't take it that seriously. You can always turn off your PS4 and take a break if things get too intense. Now for any gamer, the Ghost of Tsushima is like a wish come true. After all, it ticks off all the boxes for a perfect game, an engaging and well-written story, exceptional combat mechanics that require both patience and skill, and a vast open world filled with exciting adventures. Now while most PS4 games on our list will have their own unique charms, this one stands out as the closest to perfection. When you're playing Ghost of Tsushima, you feel like you're actually a samurai or a ninja living out your fantasy in a feudal Japan. The thing that I appreciate the most about this game is its free multiplayer expansion. What does that mean? Well, it means that you can grab your buddies and go adventuring on thrilling co-op missions together. The only downside may be the sheer number of Inari shrines, but let's be real, that's just nitpicking. Now the last best PS4 game of all time on our list is Final Fantasy VII Remake 2020. I'm not sure if the remake will dethrone the original as my favorite Final Fantasy of all time, but I've never been more excited to find out. The anticipation for this game has been through the roof, and it mostly managed to live up to the hype. The graphics, gameplay, and story so well done, it's hard to not get completely lost in this world. And with the upcoming release of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth in 2024, the hype and anticipation for this game continues to grow. You don't have to be a longtime fan of the series to enjoy this game. Seriously, you don't. It's perfect for both old and new players alike. With unforgettable characters and an emotional storyline and epic boss battles, Final Fantasy VII Remake 2020 solidifies its place as one of the best PS4 games ever made. So there you go. That's our list of the best PS4 games of all time 2024. But don't judge a book by its cover. There are thousands of other amazing games on PS4 that we haven't mentioned. Every gamer has their own personal favorites, with some big titles like Uncharted 4, Thief's End, Horizon Forbidden West, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, Overwatch 2, Persona 5 Royale, and more. It's inarguably clear that the PlayStation 4 has been a treasure trove for gaming enthusiasts. And there you have it, guys. If you like this video, then do not forget to like, subscribe to our channel for more breathtaking gaming content.